Some people say marriage is a place of roses, and you find the other side, others are crying. They want to get out of marriage. And there is another side. Some young ladies are praying so hard, God to give them a person so that they can settle in marriage. And you're like, what is not happening? Some want to go out, others want to move in. What is wrong? Maybe marriage could have been a place of happiness where everyone yearns to reach, and when a person comes in, doesn't even desire to move out. But there are some mistakes which we do. When you reach in marriage, you become so comfortable, you even forget some of the stuffs you have to do. You forget your responsibilities. You do a lot of mistakes knowing that you've already made it in marriage. And those mistakes, they can drag you out. They can make you to wish you can be out. They can make you to start regretting why you entered into marriage. But there are some small mistakes which we can also work on. We improve in our weak areas, and marriage becomes better. My name is Debbie. I request you to subscribe before we continue. People have already subscribed. Thanks a lot. Today I want us to talk about 7 mistakes. 7 mistakes done by ladies, not men. Another time I'm going to come, we talk about, because we all do mistakes. No, there is not any person who is so perfect. Men can do mistakes. Even ladies, they do some mistakes in marriage. So another time I come, we shall be discussing about mistakes done by men in marriage. But today, I want us to concentrate on mistakes done by ladies in marriage. I'm also a victim. I'm not so perfect. So we are going to be polishing, all of us. I request you to listen very well. If at all you find any mistakes you've been doing, you try to change. Mistake number one we do as we ladies: comparing your husband. Have you been comparing your husband? That is a mistake. A mistake. Sometimes we tend to compare our husbands with our exes. You have an ex, you start comparing. Aki, the other guy used to take me out, used to do this and this. For you cannot even take me out. You can't do this and this, so and so. And you're like, if at all that guy was so nice, doing everything you wanted, why didn't you get married to that guy? I'm like, you would have remained with that guy, you settle with that guy. But there are some things which also limited you from settling with him, and you looked or you moved in with another person. Meaning, no man is perfect. We all have some weaknesses. But communication is another key in marriage. How do you relate? How do you communicate with your husband? There's something you've seen. Just try to talk with him, not to compare him with your ex. Men don't want to be compared with exes. Sometimes we compare them with, maybe you've not been comparing him with with your ex, but you compare him with other men. Hey, Galia, the other man, Baba so and so, has bought a car. Imagine a car, a big car, to his wife. May I have a small car? Imagine. I also want you to buy for me a big car. You forget the handings of your husband. The way how the other man hands, it's not the way how your husband hands. Your dreams, could be different. You understand? Where he gets money is not where your husband gets money. So, you start comparing. How could they have a man, Baba so-and-so has done this and this to his kids? Why don't you also do this and this to the babies? How could that guy is too good? You go. They marry you together. You get married to the other who is good. So, stop. Kindly stop comparing your husband with other men. What they do, you come, you tell him, Hakim, me, I don't know, Sidini, you have a family. Stop comparing the other family with yours. Work on your family. Things will be well. Point number 2. That was mistake number 1. Mistake number 2. We forget taking care of our husbands. You know, before you got married, the way you used to pray a lot. God, when you give me a husband, I'll take good care of my husband. By the time you came in marriage, you could iron for that husband, could cook for him, you could do everything for him. These days, you're like you reached in heaven, no doing anything for him. You leave everything to be done by, they're not called maids, they're called house managers. You leave everything to be done by the house managers. You tell her, Auntie, come, iron for my husband, cook for him, serve him, go make his bed, do. The only thing you are remaining to tell your auntie, your house manager to help you, go sleep with him. Because you don't want to do anything for him. You forgot kabisa, that man is the king of your life. Is the king in that house. So you just leave only maids to take care of your husband. The day that will steal your husband to go with a maid, you come here crying for us. Akimi, I don't know. This is a devil. Banange, where did it come from? As this was Satan. How can my husband move out with just a mere house girl? Just a mere. Hesh, you neglected your responsibilities. The house manager did them. So all the things the husband could be seeing would be like, I think I'm no longer married to this lady. Now I belong to the house girl. Because the house girl is the one who is taking my heart. Is the one who is taking good care of me. For you, your work is just being there. WhatsApping and making nails and doing everything. That is mistake number 2. Sometimes we even get that commentary of like starting to disrespect them. Because you are a lady. You reached. You start disrespecting, doing this and this. You shout, you bark, you do this. It's a very big mistake. Kindly, if at all you've been doing so, you change. Mistake number 3. We stop apologizing. Never time you had just gotten married. Any mistake you do, oh babe, I'm sorry. Oh babe, I'm sorry. Babe, sorry. But these days, you forgot. You're like, me. How can I? He's the one to say sorry. I'm telling you, that word is just 5. It has 5 letters. Just 5. It can rain. It can drag your marriage into hell. 5 letters just saying sorry. I am sorry. You understand? So let's learn to say sorry. It doesn't even stop you being a lady, the lady of the house. No. It doesn't even stop you being Mama so and so. You will remain that lady, that beautiful lady we know. Then ruining your marriage, just say, I'm sorry. It is just simple. But it failed a lot of people. That is pride. They have a lot of pride. How can I? How can I? How would they hear? How would they? How would they? You will spoil your marriage because you are thinking about what would they say. How would they take? Me, I cannot. I'm a lady. He has to say so. And you are the one has wronged the person. So learn to say sorry. If at all that word is not in your mouth, learn it. Learn to say sorry. It's just a simple word. Even our men, if you were wrong, learn to say sorry. Life will move on. Are we together? Number 5. Sometimes we change. We become like we are the head of the family, you know. You are the one who gives orders. You are the one who does this. This mostly goes to those people who have a lot of money. Sometimes you find a lady when she has a lot of money than the man. She gets a lot of money than the man. I'm telling you this. You are still a lady. He remains the man. He remains the head of the family. He remains the king. Though you have a lot of money, though you learned, you have degrees, you have a lot of papers than him, he remains your husband. You never become a husband because you have a lot of money. You understand? You will never. Because you work in a very big office. For him, it's just a mere whatever. He still remain your husband. So those ladies, what they tend to do when they come back home, they give orders, do this and this. They have money, they remove, they buy each and everything in the house. They think they are the owners of the house. They become the men. You are wrong. You are still a lady. You are still a lady who used to pray hard to get that man, and you have to respect him. So you start giving a lot of orders, this and this. Even your orders, you start even ordering your man. Why, Baba, so and so, make for me tea. Yeah. Do this. Did you wash my panties? Eh? Someone like, Debbie, you are lying. I'm not lying. Some ladies are too wicked. Can even make her husband to wash her panties, dresses, do this, and he's not sick because he gets a lot of money. You go and dig there, go and bring food, go and cook your husband. You never do anything for your husband because you have money. Now you've become the head of the family. Eh? Definitely that guy will move out and go outside to look for the person at least who can give him some respect. Who can let him to be the man of the house. Not you has taken all full control of the house. They don't want to be put down because you have money. No, that cannot be like that. So, if you've been doing so, kindly you change. Number 6, you don't initiate sex. Can I repeat that? You don't initiate sex. All the time, you'll never be there. I'm like, I feel it. I feel like today, initiating something. Eh? You'll be there like a princess. They first touch you. Hey, Mama so and so. Mama so and so. Eh? Can we do something? Then when they tell you, start a lot of excuses. Now, I don't feel it tomorrow. Tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes. Mama so-and-so, you told me, Mama Jackie, way. You told me today. You see the babies are still awake. Tomorrow. The babies are back from school. Tomorrow. Tomorrow comes tomorrow. You want to be raped? Oh, God. You don't initiate sex. All the time you want to be begged. You want to be requested. You want to be like touched, romanced fast. And sometimes you're like, don't. I've said don't touch me. I don't feel it. Comedy. And sometimes you're like, but ladies, that will push your husband away. One day that guy will repress you. You'll be like, why don't I go outside there? I look for a lady who can be doing something for me. You start seeing your guy is coming back. He's not even saying anything. Just goes to sleep, to bed and sleep until tomorrow. Like, what happened to my husband? Comes back when he's full. There is a person, though he goes there at 2 a.m., that lady will initiate sex. Those are the side dishes we said they still have husbands. They know what to do. Husband is not the one to ask you. You are the one to do so. Remember, your body is his body. His body is your body. So, if your body is his body and he's trying to do something and you're like all the time, no, he will get tired. One day we'll move outside there and get a person who will manage to understand him. He will manage to be giving him whatever time he feels like. And you start crying. Oh, this was a devil. This was a big devil. I rebuke this devil in the name of Jesus. My husband to come back. Will not come back, no, because these days he's in a good place. Whereby, though he comes back at 11, a person will just start something. The life move on. Why should he come back in this side whereby all the things are just straining him? He will not. So before it's late, today, if at all you've never, or you had taken long without initiating sex today, that was a mistake you've been doing. When your husband comes back, you remember what I've told you? Just start. You yourself will be like, hey, angel visited my house. In fact, you see there is peace in the family. He's very happy. He even come back when I has bought for you a lot of stuff which he has never bought for you. Because he's also happy. He's feeling loved. But if at all you neglect all the time, he will be feeling very bad. He'll be like, I'm neglected now. You understand? Sometimes we don't like us ladies, I know, but let us try to work on the weak case, the weak areas we have. The last one, number 7. Number 7, we complain too much. You complain too much. A lot of complaints all the time. Drama. Your house will never be at peace. Your husband has just come back home before even saying welcome. Hey, Baba so why didn't you pick my calls? Why did you do like this? Why did I come to the hospital? You are not there. Where had you gone? Why didn't you buy food? Why didn't you pay the baby school fees? Why? No peace talks. No peace talks. All the time complaining. You can't even sit and talk peacefully. No. Complaining, quarreling all the time. That is a very bad, big mistake we do. As ladies, stop complaints. If you've been full of complaints, stop complaints. Appreciate the kadogo your man has managed to do. First appreciate it, then you send. But now, there's something I was wondering. How can we do it? My boy was sent away from school because of school fees. Can we get some money tomorrow? If he has money, we'll just remove and give you. But now you've started with complaint. Why don't you pay the baby school fees? Where are you taking the money from? The money to? Are you having another wife? Me, I'm tired of this house. I'm tired of this family. Even though the guy could give you money, he will not. Even though the guy could give you something, he will not. Because he's tired of your complaints. Sometimes you can find a guy who is so holy, so saved, whereby he cannot even move outside there to get another lady. So you use that as an advantage. You know he cannot go outside there to leave you because he's a Christian. He will not repress you. You take it as an advantage. But he can decide to repress you in his heart. Comes back. Whatever you talk does not touch him anymore. Repressed you long time ago in his heart. Like, let him talk. Let her just talk. When she feels she has finished, she will sleep. For him, he goes to sleep. Or you do what doesn't touch him anymore. You were repressed long time ago. Not with a lady. But that he is no longer caring. Have you ever been in a family whereby not talking, a person doesn't care, or you do what, or you do what, or not be moved? It's like, let her do what she feels she wants. That thing also pains. So I think you don't want to reach that extent. Get a way of solving things. Easiest way of solving things is limiting or preventing the mistakes I've taught you today. 7 mistakes. Don't do them. We can pray kidogo until when we finish them. My name is Debbie Mulinde. I love you so much. Thanks for watching. I request you to subscribe, share this video with your friend, like, and leave a comment down there. You can even click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you're able to be notified. Bye. Meet again another time.